Predator fever has struck the 1/6 scale collecting community after the release of the film Prey, which has been received very well by most folks. I mentioned in a previous video I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I wouldn't put it as the second best Predator movie out there. That would go to Predator 2 in second place, and then the original Predator movie obviously at number 1, and then Prey for me in third place, quickly followed by Predators with Berserker and the Tracker and the Falconer, and that was pretty good. That wasn't too bad. It was fun. But yeah, Prey was good, so I'll put it in third place, but it doesn't top Predator 2 for me. I really love that movie, and there's just so many cool scenes. I love the whole thing. So, and Kevin Peter Hall back in the suit again after the original movie just felt good, and it's nice going back and watching him perform again back in that suit, and he's just awesome. It's a shame he passed, but yeah, man, Predator 2 absolutely solid for me. But we're going to take a look at the Predator figures that I have in the collection, which are these ones here. Got some big NECA ones as well, but these are the Hot Toys ones that I have. And I saw on the groups on Facebook and stuff that folks were asking what's the best one to get, because they just fancy getting a Predator figure after seeing Prey. And NECA have, I think, said they're definitely going to do the Predator from that movie. Maybe, was it Naru character? The main character? I think they're doing her as well. So that's all good, but no news yet as to whether Hot Toys are going to do it or not. It would be cool though. I would like to have the feral Predator, I think it's called, from Prey. I love the look. I like the thin dreads, and didn't like the face when the mask came off, but when the mask's on, yeah, definitely ticked all the boxes for me. But yeah, I'll just tell you some thoughts really about the ones that I have. All the ones I have here were essential for me. I had to have the City Hunter, I had to have the Elder, definitely had to have the Jungle Hunter back. I had him, sold him, and there's the Wolf, which I always wanted. And there's quite a few versions of the Wolf out there by Hot Toys, but that's the most recent one. Kind of perfected it, so it's good to have him. I've always loved the look of the Wolf. Yeah, the Jungle Hunter is really just stealing the scene here, even though City Hunter does look good on that Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 base. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful piece. I mean, the colouring of his armour could be a little bit more accurate, and obviously the face underneath the mask could be more accurate. But I think when the helmet's on and you get him posed up, it's just pure Predator 2. It's really, really, really nice. Maybe one day I might get this repainted. Can't be that hard to do. Just find someone who's good at that stuff and say, look, could you lighten up his armor a touch, and just, you know, just whatever the case may be. Hard to describe really, but I know it's a little bit dark. So, but the dreads are fantastic and proportions are amazing. It doesn't hold that spear, the combi stick, very well. It's a very loose grip. Proper balancing act with that one. Like his net gun that's on his leg as well, that will drop off if you even blink near it. And then you got the disc that he throws as well. And yeah, he's just got a whole bunch of weapons. Can't really go wrong with the Predator 2 City Hunter by Hot Toys. Justin from Justin's Collection just reviewed it recently, and I was watching that and he mentioned me. Thanks for that, Justin, if you're watching this. But yeah, it's a solid piece. You can't go wrong. If you started with a Predator 2 City Hunter by Hot Toys, you would not be disappointed. His head comes off quite easy. Like when I'm trying to tilt his head down to look at his wrist here, it just popped off again, which it does very often. So just make sure it's really on there and try not to tilt his head down too much, because it might just drop off. And the Elder is fantastic. He's a very simple figure, but he's got a bit more clout to him now, because that's the gun from the end of Prey. Well, not the third act kind of thing, but that's the one. So yeah, it looks like she defeated the Predator, and then the ship came back, and maybe they just killed everyone and took the gun, or maybe something else took place. It's interesting, because right at the end of the credits of the film Prey, with the animated kind of credits that kind of retelling the story in simplistic kind of artwork kind of way, right at the end the ship came back. So I wonder. Yeah, look at that thing, man. You can't go wrong with the Elder either. He's quite an important one to have. And it is the original OG Predator from the first movie that they resculpted over and made into the Elder. So he's in there, the original. Which is really, really cool. And obviously his dreads, the colouring. Absolutely incredible piece. Sharp metal blades. Big ass feet. Yeah, man. You can't go wrong with the Elder, so if you want to start with a Predator 2 figure, either one of these, I mean, you'll have more fun with the City Hunter because there's a lot more you can do with him. I mean, it's ridiculous. You've got the, man, you can have the cut off arm look with the really vibrant green severed arm. Have all the blood. You can have the biomask off with open mandibles or closed mandibles with a breathing mask on. All the different weapons, just, yeah, you can have a lot of fun with him. You can't go wrong with him. Probably just going to say that for all of them, because that's why I bought these ones, because I knew that I wanted them, because they look fantastic and I saw the reviews. So these are the ones I had to have. And yeah, just hoping Hot Toys announce, which I'm sure they will. Because yeah, it's Disney, isn't it? I mean, they do all the bloody Disney stuff. Star Wars, Marvel, and now Predator, of course, is coming. But look at that. Absolute classic. You've got a skull down there. The spine. This biomask. And the dog tags with the blood on them. A souvenir. Absolutely savage piece. Just give you some footage of the Predator 2 City Hunter on the rotating base. Just check him out. Look at the spine on the back. Beautiful. Every angle. That is absolutely awesome. So yeah, you can get that nameplate to go with him from Matt Weaver. Wicked Designs. I did a video, one of my checking in videos recently, showed a bunch of the nameplates I got from him. They will take your Predator figure to the next level of display awesomeness. Achieve greatness. Become one with the... Alright, let's get some more angles on this as it turns. That elbow joint there being as bright and unpainted as it is a bit distracting, but I figure if I painted it, it would only just scratch off the moment I move it, so I haven't quite decided what to do about that yet. But I love knowing the spine is hanging on the back there. It's just you can't really see it most of the time. Trying to find a pose where he's facing, you know, kind of sideways to get the side profile. It does look awesome like that, so maybe we could just have him looking at us. Do it from this kind of angle. You're not seeing the spine though. You can see the spine, but anyway. That's just held on there with a little twisty tie. Might be able to see it. There you go. Twisty tie action gets it done. Beautiful figure though, like I said, you can't go wrong. So I just switched out some parts, and we have the severed arm, which I love that look. It's really painted well and looks really gory. Nice detail on that. And I've got one of the closed mandibles and one of the open mandibles to make it look like he's kind of in pain, and that bottom mandible there is kind of twitching outwards while he's just struggling with that wound there. Well, more than a wound. So you got one arm. But yeah, beautiful. Definitely recommend either one of these. Maybe this one could be more accurate. The older head sculpts from the ones you had to build, the Predator 2 Hot Toys figures from the old days, they actually had a more accurate sculpt. But there's no denying the paintwork on this is really impressive. Get up in his grill. Yeah, that does look cool. Very nice paintwork on there too. Do love that Predator 2 look. Yeah, that is just gorgeous to look at. Alright, so coming over to the original Jungle Hunter. And yeah, this figure is from back in those days. But interesting to see here the teeth, how they have that kind of translucent look to them. And they stopped doing that after this one. And it gives him the edge, I think. I mean, it's such an accurate sculpt as well to that original movie. I mean, that is him. But amazing work on those teeth. You can kind of see the translucent kind of look of them. And they just painted them later on. I mean, they're painted nicely, but they don't have that kind of see-through look that the original does. He's got all his trophies. He's got that skin tone like a banana that's going off, like they said in the special features and when they were designing this incredible beast. One absolutely classic film. This one would be quite hard to get these days, guys. I mean, eBay, I haven't looked, but I'd imagine they're quite rare. This is quite an old figure now, has a beautiful box too. I did a review not too long ago, so you can just search for that, Dean Knight review, Jungle Hunter, Hot Toys Predator, and I'm sure it'll come right up. But let's try a slight pose tweak here. Let's maybe put the biomask on. That could be more accurate. You get it from the right angle, it can look pretty cool. Like, I'm going to slightly tweak this pose and it should look pretty good. But I might not have him facing directly at us because it kind of gives away the slight errors or proportion issues. But I love the visor, that kind of mesh look. Alright, let's change him up a bit. I'll be sure to take some pictures first because that does look awesome. Kind of reminds me of one of the Big Game comic front covers. Now the other Predator figures have had to back up, provide space for what you're about to bear witness to. That's right, you two, Wolfie, back on up. Because what we have here is pure 1/6 scale awesomeness achieved. Look at him. The original Jungle Hunter 1987 Predator. Well, I mean, the posability in this guy is far superior to these two over here and the wolf too. He's just able to do it, you know. You get way more subtleties in your pose and being able to tweak. You've got that midsection crunch there, hidden by the net anyway, so you don't really see it. But no problem with that. Netting all over the legs helps conceal those knee joints too. But that just looks spectacular to me. I think he looks the best of the bunch. And also the fact that he is the original. Just memories of seeing this creature for the first time, and still to this day, and you really get to see it in the third act. I've said it before, but it's like they got an alien from outer space and just put it in the movie. It looks so real. But that turned out great. It looks pretty good from this angle as well. Damn, I just tweaked it even more. I've got a hell of a lot more of a bend in the leg on the torso there than I thought I could. All his armor plates moved nicely and I was able to crunch him in real nice and deep. I wanted to get the head looking a bit more up than that. I mean, might do it. Yeah, it looks like he's coming after someone. Stepping up on the rock. But really good articulation in the original Jungle Hunter. Now, just tweak the pose again, and we've got a very kind of intimidating "I'm coming to get you" pose, showing off the blade, looking very aggressive as he's stepping up onto the rock. The hunt is about to begin. I love the weathering on him, and just the posability is absolutely fantastic. I'm coming to get you, Barbara. I just want to show this one from the front, because that's what it's all about, really. I'm going to reluctantly move on now and finish up on the wolf. But thank you for your time, original Jungle Hunter. It has been an absolute pleasure filming, taking pics of your fine self. Brutally awesome classic piece. Highly recommend it if you can get it. Don't settle for the classic from Predators. It's not the same thing. Go for the original, and maybe hope that one day Hot Toys will do this again. Maybe they're keeping that one for a dry spell. We'll see. Alright, so here is the wolf on the rotating base. Very simple pose. I've put the shoulder cannons back down behind him. This particular figure would be a hell of a place to start if you wanted to start a Predator collection. He's definitely one of the best. He's got some of the best dreads I've ever seen on a Predator figure. Because they're thinner, they're just so easy to work with, and it makes you think of what the feral Predator from Prey would be like, because his dreads are even thinner than this. So I just think that would be a great looking figure. I think I'd have to get one. But a thinner, slender wolf here, definitely slimmer than the Predators from Predator 2, but that is accurate to the movie. He was very tall, so the figure is too, and quite slender and agile, very capable. Came to Earth to handle business, destroy the alien scum, and remove all traces of their presence. Hence his cleaner kit on his back, cleaning up the mess and cleaning up himself. But absolutely loaded with weaponry. Nice diorama base there too. I believe that's actually a NECA facehugger that I've just put on there. That kind of works scale wise because he's so big. But, yep, hell of a place to start if you wanted to start off. Can't go wrong with the wolf here. Just make sure it's the most recent one they released. The other ones are great too, but this is the one to get. Just showing all the stuff he comes with, just loads of stuff. That was a great weapon as well, very shiny. It's not metal, but you'd think it is from looking at it. We've got this big whip as well that has a bendy wire in it. But I can't remember if the original Hot Toys Wolf Predators had the option to have the closed mandibles look, because I just remembered now from changing this, and holy crap, does that look incredible, with the light catching his eyes and reflecting off all the slime on his face there and his inside of his mouth. But yeah, this one you can only have either the biomask on or both mandibles open while he's roaring kind of look, which doesn't bother me because it's just so awesome looking. But it's equally awesome with the biomask on because it's a very cool mask. Very cool design, kind of like the Predator 2 biomask, but just different. Very nice. Yeah. So yeah, there he is. It's an absolutely excellent 1/6 scale release from Hot Toys. They did a very, very good job with this one. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this video, folks. I've enjoyed filming it. It's always good to spend some time with the Predators. The Yakuza, is it? The actual pronunciation of their name? I might have screwed that up, but gotta respect them, man. They're ahead of a creation. I love some of those, well, all of those Dark Horse comic artwork. I've got the Big Game comics and the original AVP all framed. Just an amazing time when they came out, about 12 years old. Just fascinated. Now all these years later, there's these incredible figures that you can get, and you can take pictures, you know, outside, take them to the jungle, take them to the forest. I remember back when I first started this channel, when I originally owned this Jungle Hunter, I took him to the woods, and there was some very jungly sections in those woods, and I got some fantastic pictures. So it's a lot of fun. Certainly helps when they look as good as they do here. But let me know in the comments if you are yet to get a Predator, which one you're thinking of getting. And just enjoy the hobby, and hope you're all doing well, folks. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye. I will just show you how they're looking back on the shelves. The new little poses look really good, especially the wolf. And City Hunter looks pretty badass. But I've got the Jungle Hunter looking real nice up here on the horror slasher icons shelf. I was watching Double Toasted on YouTube. It's a great channel, check them out. And they were doing a review looking back on the original Predator movie, and the dude with the hat and the beard, sorry I don't know the guy's name, but he's a regular on there, and he said, well, he thinks Predator is a slasher, kind of too. And I always thought that's why he's up here with the rest of them. I mean, stalking one by one, killing them, skinning them, taking their spines. I mean, it's pretty horrific. So I feel comfortable having the original OG up here with the rest of these killers from the big screen. Including the original Alien, the big chap. He's here too, because that was like a slasher in space. Alright. Once again, thanks for watching. See you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.